I'm Roger Holscher with Initial Ascent, and today I'm going to be going over my 2021 spring bear hunt. It's going to be a 6-day bear hunt bag dump. First, I'm going to go over the clothing and equipment that I'm going to be wearing going in. I'll start off at the feet with the crispy brick stalls. These are the 200 gram Thinsulate Gen 1s. Really comfortable boots. Underneath those, I wear a synthetic sock liner to help my feet. Darn tough. I believe these are the 2012 socks. Underwear, black Ovis merino. Also black Ovis merino short sleeve t-shirt. These are the 150s. And then the black Ovis Granite Peak, their midweight pant. Been a really nice pant for me. On top of my 150 merino, I have the First Light Ridgeline QZ, kind of a long sleeve, half zip, really lightweight, breaks the wind really well. And then the marsupial gear stretch belt, low profile. And then on everything else, over my boots, I'm going to be wearing the Brambler Gator by First Light. Now next I'm going to go into kind of an overview of what my bag looks like, how everything's laid out outside of the pack, what's inside. Then I'm going to lay everything out and give you guys kind of a closer look at some of the stuff that I carry inside my pack. Alright, this is my 2021 spring bear hunt, 6 days in the pack, ready to hit the trail. Now this is an Initial Ascent 4K bag. It's in the OD green, coyote large lid with the center zip. It's on the Integris frame with a medium hip belt, and I got the pannier load carrier here underneath the bag. Kind of going from this side, we'll go all the way around. On the right side of the bag, if I'm wearing it, I keep my tripod here because I sling my rifle on my left side. So tripod here, we'll go into that a little bit more in depth in a minute. Got my Crocs on the back of this. On this side, a Big Agnes Sky Chair. The first time running that this year. Chris got the hook up from Big Agnes. And let's see here, all the way back around to the hip belt. On the left side of the hip belt, I carry a GSI Microlight, a hip belt pouch that I keep extra couple shells in there, toilet paper, and a couple snacks. And then on this side, I have a Glock 19 size. It's a polymer 80 gun that I built. We'll go over that here a little bit more in a minute. I'll be carrying in a set of trekking poles or using them going in. These are Cascade Mountain Tech carbon ones. I'm not sure of the brand. They're coupled together with Quick Sticks by Weezer Precision for using as like a shooting stick platform. And then I got my little Garmin InReach Mini here, clipped to the shoulder strap with a little buckle system here that I made up. Quick, easy to get to. And that's about it for the outside of the pack. I keep a couple things up here underneath the lid. I got a 4-liter Hydro Pack. My Thermarest Z seat kind of goes between the lid and the main bag. And then we'll get into some of the other stuff here, a little bit more detail in a minute. I also carry this is the bow holder, Initial Ascent bow holder I put back there. I always run the bow holder. It'll work for your rifle too. Just put the butt of the rifle down there. Everything else up here. The outside pouch, rain gear, water filtration, extra water bladder. And we'll go into some of the other stuff here a little more detail in a minute. Stay tuned. Alright, this is all the stuff that I have that's in my bag, but it's accessible from the outside. So there's 2 pockets on the rear face of the bag and then in the lid. So in the lid, we'll start off with, got my first aid kit. I did a video for Initial Ascent on some first aid trauma stuff. A lot of stuff's in there. Outside of the first aid kit is I have a tourniquet. I want this thing that's accessible as possible. That's in my lid floating around. Quick note on that, make sure all your hunting buddies know where your tourniquets are so they can use your stuff on you if something happens. I carry a long spoon. I also have a spoon in my stove, little kit, but last year during elk season I forgot my spoon and I had a miserable 3 days, so I always have an extra spoon now. And this is a large pack sack. And here I got a lot of the essentials that I'm going to need. My battery pack, the Tines Up phone cam, charging cables, headlamp, tripod mount to take trophy photos, things like that. That's in the lid. Also underneath the lid, this is that 4-liter Hydro Pack with this cordage that I have looped on there. It goes over the ears of the frame, the top load lifter ears, and so it sits on there on top of my bag, between the bag and the lid, and it carries really nice that way. Then the Thermarest Z-seats up underneath the lid, and things I didn't take out of the lid. In the pocket, there's a pocket up underneath the lid. That's where your water bladder goes. I have 2 44-gallon trash bags in there, and there's another little pocket inside of that lid that I have some nitrile gloves. On one thing that I forgot to mention too is wearing in on my pants. I have a Leatherman Skeletal in there, pliers, knife, and screwdriver bits. Comes in handy. Alright, so on the outside rear pouches, pockets, on the top one, I carry all my drink mix stuff. I want it accessible. I mix a lot of drinks in my GSI Microlight. I got Strike Force Energies. I got Bucked Up, Outdoor Mix, Liquid IVs, Elevates, and a pretty good mixture of stuff. I mix it up every day. Also in that top pouch or pocket, I have my cold weather kit. Inside here, beanie, neck gaiter, gloves. I don't wear it a ton, but in the mornings it's really nice to have, and so same with late at night. Also in that same pocket, my little daily hygiene kit. I got a little micro fleece towel in there, some soap, toothbrush, toothpaste, stuff like that. By the way, this is a medium pack sack size. The other pouches, the first aid kit's in a medium pack sack. The other pouch that I showed you was a large. Cold weather kit's in a medium. My little daily hygiene kit's in a small. Then I have a little possibles pouch. Got my fire starter, some pyro putty, lighter, tenacious tape, some cordage, and super glue. Also carry a penny. People wonder why I carry a penny. I carry a penny because I could take down with some cordage and a penny. I could take apart my bolt on my bolt action rifle really easy. That way I could field maintenance it if I need to. And it also helps if you got to tighten down things like your tripod mounts, stuff like that. Alright, the bottom pouch on the back, I carry an extra hydration bladder. This is the Hydro Pack 3-liter. Both of these Hydro Packs are their Seeker lines. Same thing, got cordage there so I could hang it off the load lifters. But that probably isn't going to get used unless we don't think that we're going to be getting water up where we're going. We're going to be in that 6,000 to 7,000 foot range. Not sure what the water situation's like, but if I need to haul water up the mountain, I'll have that extra with me. Bottom pouch, also rain gear. This is a large pack sack. I got a rain gear top up there, or in there, and my initial scent rain cover. This always goes with me. The rain gear, the rain jacket might not, but this always goes with me, no matter what the weather's like. And then last thing in that bottom pouch is my water filtration. This is a medium pack sack, and I have the Katadyn Hiker Pro pump in here. If we knew we were going to be next to a creek, we'd probably take a Sawyer, but not knowing what the water situation's like, this pump will work in every situation that I've found, so that's where we're going to be going with that. Next, we're going to take a dive into the bag, pull out all the stuff laid out again, and I'll show you what I got going inside the bag. Alright, so this is the stuff that I carry inside of my bag. Pretty much everything stays the same, obviously depending on weather and how long we're going to go. Some of it's going to change, but most of it stays the same all the time. So up on the very top, so I'll go from top all the way down to the bottom. The very top, I have my food. I have my food packaged in 1 gallon Ziplocs with all my snacks and meals for the day. I'm running about 2,700 calories a day, and they're just under 1.5 pounds per bag. Whole thing in this Sea to Summit's a 20-liter dry bag, weighs about 8.5 pounds. The dry bag's nice. I can hang it up. We're in bear country, obviously. We're bear hunting, so I can hang it up if we want to try to get it away from all the bears. So that's on the very top. Right underneath that, so I have my puffy system. Got a First Light Uncompadre puffy jacket. It's how it is all rolled up inside of its pocket. With that, Uncompadre pants, bomb-proof. Right underneath that, First Light Klamath hoodie. It's a grid fleece, really warm, really comfortable. I'm also taking, like I said, an extra pair of socks. These are First Light socks. I'm not sure what the model are. They're a merino-based sock. And then a pair of First Light merino arrow wool underwear. Let's see here. Next to that is my stove kit. It's an Evernew cook set as far as the pots go. Titanium, really lightweight. One of the main things that I like about it is because I run an isobutane, that this bottom canister here comes apart. I could cook coffee in this if I want and not contaminate the actual cook pot, but I could put water in that if I needed to when the temps get real low, and isobutane has a tendency to not want to burn efficiently because it gets cold. I could put some water in there, and as long as the water isn't frozen, it'll keep that canister warm enough to function better. So that's the titanium cook set. I use a MSR Pocket Rocket Deluxe. Got its own piezo lighter. It's regulated, so it works really well. Inside of that whole thing is it's a Jetboil kickstand for the fuel. Toke's titanium little spoon. Like I said, I'm never gonna forget a spoon again. And then a salt and pepper shaker. So that's my whole cook set system. This is a, I believe, 700 milliliter pot, and I believe this is about 300 milliliters there. All right, kill kit. Kill kit is obviously pretty important. That's what we're out there for, right? So some nitrile gloves in a little trash bag. Let's see here. I'm going with the 6 a.m. outdoors game bags. I'm carrying the Goat Knives Capper Hunter with their little 1/4-inch drive bits. Really nice. I used that on my elk last year. Awesome. For her Christmas, my wife actually got me the Goat Knives. This is the Skeleton Tour Pro fixed blade. Really nice, sharp, lightweight for kind of more of the heavy digging around. A little bit of cordage, zip tie, and that's about it, what's in there. For my sleep system, I'm going with a new pad this spring. I carried the Xped Sinmat, I believe it's the XP9 last year. Really nice, 6R value, comfortable. It is a little bit heavier. This is the Thermarest Neo Air X-Therm Max. Couldn't make it any longer of a name, but this is what it is in there. 17 ounces, got a 6.9 R value. And I use, sorry, forgot to put this up there. I use a quilt. So having a high R value pad really makes it a world of difference. People that I've ever talked to that get cold using a quilt don't use a high enough R value pad. So be interesting to see how that works for me this year. It's supposed to be really nice. Pillow, this is an Xped REM pillow. It's got a little padding, a little fleece liner for your head. It's really comfortable. It's not the lightest in the world. I think it's right about 4.5 ounces, but it's really comfortable, and I like comfort. All right, to the quilt. This is a Mass Drop X, I believe it's called. It's a 20-degree quilt made by Enlightened Equipment. I believe it's 22 ounces, and I think 25 ounces in this little compression sack. This is a Sea to Summit event. It's the extra small. I can even pack it down even smaller than this with these compression straps. It's really nice, but it's a long wide, really comfortable, really warm. It's got a vented toe box, so I can open the drawstrings if I get too warm. So that's my sleep system there. And for a tent, it's going to be the Six Moons Design Haven. This is the bundle, so it's got inside of here, it's got the exterior tent, it's got the bug nest, it's got 2 carbon poles. They're 5-section carbon poles. It's got 8 stakes. Everything I need to set up my tent is in this nice little compact package. It's sub 3 pounds, 2-person tent. Very excited to start running this year, see how it works. All this stuff, the sleep system, as far as the pad, the pillow, and this goes in this thermarest. It's the pump sack for the pad. Other than that, I think that's all that's inside. I'm going to go over my optics system, my bino harness, tripod, rifle, all that here next. Alright, so this is my optics and weapons setup for this bear hunt. First we'll start with the handgun. It's a Glock 19 size handgun, like I said, built on a polymer 80 frame. It's got the Olight Valkyrie PL2 light on it. It's a little bit heavier than most people's setups, but I like having a light on all my guns, and I carry a Glock 19, comfortable with it. I got 15 rounds in a magazine, and these are Underwood ammunition. It's their Extreme Penetrator load with the Lehigh Defense Extreme Penetrator bullet. It's a monolithic solid copper bullet designed to penetrate, obviously. It's a plus P plus pressure, going about 1350 out of the muzzle. All that stuff is in a Safariland 7TS ALS, the automatic locking system. I like retention on my handguns. It's very similar to the duty holster I carry, so that's my setup on that. Carry it on the right side hip. Now to the rifle. So this is a rifle I built this year specifically for bear hunting and deer and elk hunting down the road with it, but I really wanted to use it this spring. Rifle cover, Muley Freak. This is their Gen 1 rifle cover. I made some modifications to it. They actually just came out with this modification on their new one, but I put snaps on it to keep it more secure to my rifle. But I ordered the Gen 2. I don't know if it'll be here or not in time for the hunt. But the nice thing about this rifle cover is it covers everything. It covers the barrel channel, muzzle, scope, buttstock, action, everything. And then I can roll it up and use it as a rear bag for support for longer shots if I need to. So this is the beast. It's a 300 Winchester short magnum chambering, built on a Remington 700 stripped action PTG bolt with the M16 extractor, Gurtan, fluted and fauceted firing pin assembly, Graybow Phoenix stock, Night Force 20 MOA rail, Steiner H series rings. I believe these are the medium height, the 1-inch medium height, and then a Steiner scope. Can't tell you a whole lot about this one. This one's going to be new for 2021, coming out here. I think they said in August, so can't tell you much about that. It's a 4-16 BDC type reticle, capped windage and elevation turrets, side focus, parallax. It's illuminated. Really nice scope. Very happy with it so far. Moving forward to the action, I did all the truing work myself with PTG. Basically a blueprinting kit you can do by hand reamers and everything. Forward to that, a carbon 6 heavy recoil lug, carbon 6 barrel. This is the featherweight, excuse me, barrel. It's 24 inches. It's got their Remage barrel nut. Remage is basically uses a Savage barrel nut type of a system, so you can headspace everything yourself. I could swap out a barrel in 5 minutes without a gunsmith, which is really nice. Got 24 inches, got an inside arms, Heathen 3-port brake, really nice. Magpul M-Lock bipod, and then it's mounted here, what you're seeing, on an Arca plate by Henderson Precision. This Graybow Phoenix stock has a section of M-Lock down here on the bottom, so it sets up there really nice. Like I said, the tripod is a Pro Guide 4 Leopold tripod. I believe these legs are 36 millimeter legs, so they're really stout. It stands up pretty tall, so I could shoot standing up, but you can tell things rock steady on that ball head, so I can move it all around different angles when we're up high, glassing down, taking those high angle shots. And then on this side of the rifle, it's a VTAC. It's their Hunter sling. Kind of stays nice and compact back there, not flopping around, which is what I really like. Lock it down, there it goes. This will actually get low enough where I could shoot prone with this tripod mounted this way. Alright, optics now. So carrying the large Muley Freak Traverse 2.0 harness. This is in their Ranger, I believe. 2 Traverse accessory pouches. Start over here on the left. I just got all my little possibles pouch with lens pens, Petzl E-light, a lighter. I carry a little Havalon in there in case I drop my pack going on stock, and I gotta at least do something, gut the animal when I get there. It's nice having that. On the front, I have 3 extra rounds of ammunition in here. Wind checker on the side. Oh, really important. This little pouch right here, this is actually a rain cover for the bino harness. It's a Western fly covers. It's their bino cover. Really nice, really invaluable piece of equipment. Just really glad guy came out with that. On the right side, it's my optics mounting plate. This will go on the tripod right here. Arca Swiss plate on the bottom is a Grey Ops, specifically made for the outdoorsman. And this is the outdoorsman mount. I got the spigot on my binos. That stays right there. Right side, I carry a Leopold full draw 4 rangefinder on the side. Underneath, Rat's tourniquet. Always have a tourniquet handy. On the back, this is where I put my tags. Everything's in a Ziploc with some little flagging tape, and all my tags stay right there. Put them in a Ziploc because this doesn't vent very well on the back on your chest, so I tend to sweat a little bit more than most, and I don't want my tags getting all messed up. Alright, for the binos, these are going to be new for me this year. They are the HX series Steiners. They're 15 by 56s. They're hefty, they're stout, but they run really nice on this tripod. 15s, I don't want to take a spotter. I usually run 12s, but the 15s are going to be new for me this year. Really clear glass, really nice, focus adjustments, everything. Very well made. So, be running the Steiners this year. It'll be nice to see how I like the 15s. Other than that, ammunition. So, the ammunition that I'm going to be running, and I forgot to mention the short action precision 2-round plate here, and the accurate mag. It's their double stack single feed for short mags. This will also work for PRCs, things like that. But their hand loads, it's going to be on Winchester brass. Bullets are 200 grain Hornady ELDX. Got a Federal 215 match primer and Hodgdon 4831 shortcut powder. It's all loaded up, ready to go, shooting really nice groups at about 2840 is what I'm getting out of this load right now. So, on that, if you guys have any other questions, anything specific, you can always get a hold of us on Initial Scent, either the Facebook page, send us an email from initialscent.com, Initial Scent on Instagram, or you can get a hold of me directly on Instagram at backcountry_BABA_YAGA, and I'll try to answer any questions that you have. I'm going to try to, when I'm editing this video, try to put all the weights for stuff on here, but can't promise anything. But if you have any questions, hit us up, and thank you, and good luck.